Hey everybody, welcome back to homerecordingmadeeasy.com and here on my YouTube channel. And this time out, we're going to take a look at another plugin by Multimedia. This is the fairly newly released Joe Chiccarelli Vocal Strip plugin. This is really cool. I say fairly new because it's been out a few months. I'm just getting around to playing with it today, and we're going to kind of learn it together here on camera. This is a really cool plugin. I was really interested in this plugin because it's one of these all-in-one plugins where you have everything you need right inside of one plugin to really do all the things you might need for different vocal situations inside of a mix, and that's really, really cool. Something similar to that I really dig is like the Waves CLA Epic plugin, which has all the reverbs and delays in one plugin. I'm a big fan of that, and I love these kind of things where I can save time, only open one plugin window and get everything that I need. Is it any good? I'm sure if Joe Chiccarelli is in development with it, it's probably pretty good. Let's see how it's going to work. But before we get to that, if you like what you see in the video, hit subscribe, like, and share. It really does help. I really do appreciate it. Also, if this is your first time here, go to homerecordingmadeeasy.com because I want to give you a free mixing course. It's right on the homepage. Click the orange button. It's my gift to you just for visiting homerecordingmadeeasy.com. Stick around to the end of the video, and I'm going to give you something else for free as well. So here we are inside of Studio One with the T-Rex. Joe Chiccarelli Vocal Strip. I got the manual opened up on another screen so we can kind of walk through the controls and we know what everything does. Now, full disclosure, Multimedia did give me this license for free so I can bring this review to you. But as always, Uncle Dave says whatever he wants. If I don't like the plugin, I'm going to tell you I don't like the plugin. I don't know whether I like it or not because I haven't really played with it. We're learning it together here. So it's only sponsored in that they gave me the plugin for free. Multimedia was also kind enough to give me a couple of additional licenses for me to give away as part of my monthly mixing contest over at my mixing training website, mixingmadeeasy.net. If you want to check out mixingmadeeasy.net, click the links in the description box below. We do a monthly mixing contest every single month, and I give away cool plugins just like these and also by other major manufacturers. So thank you, Multimedia, for supplying this plugin. Okay, let's walk through this. It looks pretty complicated, but it's actually very simple the way I see it. So on the left-hand side, we have our input level here with a nice little retro or vintage slider here. We have a reset button at the top. We have a high pass filter here, which we can control the high pass. We can have a filter on it before we hit our main section, which is the compression section. And we have a de-esser, which is kind of cool here as well. So we have nice to have a little de-esser in here, and we have a type A and a type B. And if I look at my manual over here, I can tell you what frequencies they are. So the de-esser, if it is on the A side, is a 6.4 kilohertz and B side is at 7.6. So although you can't pick the exact frequencies, that's pretty much in the range where most sibilance usually happens. And then you have an amount dial, so it's really simple. You don't have to do anything with threshold or anything like that. It's all done under the hood. Now, the main player of this thing is really, and I guess the secret sauce to this plugin is the way Joe Chiccarelli uses 3 different compressors all in parallel on his vocal, depending on what he needs at the time. So the first one up here, the main parallel compressor, all we have is a mount knob and an output knob and a mute button here with our meter. So you don't have to worry about attack, release, and ratio and all of that. It's all done under the hood. The first compressor is based on, according to their manual here, it is based on an 1176. Okay, so Universal Audio 1176 is what this is based on. It doesn't tell you what the attack and releases are or anything like that. It's just program dependent. It's all under the hood, which makes it nice. The second compressor, which that main compressor will feed into the second compressor. And the second compressor is based on, I believe, a Fairchild 670. Once again, you don't need to worry about all the controls. It's just how much do you want, and then adjust the output level. And we have a clip blade as well. And we have a mute switch there as well. And then our third one is our heavy parallel compressor. And that is based on a Universal Audio 176 tube compressor. So we have a FET style, a Fairchild, and then we have the tube based for the heavy compressor, same thing. So now you can use them all, or you can use one of them, or just any combination of the 3. That's what's nice about this. You don't have to use them all. You can just use one if that's all it calls for. So that's our compressor. From there, we slide over here to our little simple EQ. We have a body, a presence, and an air knob. Pretty straightforward. Again, we don't know what the body, we don't know what the frequencies are. We just know how much it is. The presence, we don't know what the frequencies are. We just know how much it is. And the air band, We don't know what the frequencies are. We just know how much we want to add, which makes it kind of nice. Now we can do either pre or post, meaning either pre the compressor section, or post. Okay, so if you want to put the EQ section before or after, you can do that. Then underneath that, we have some reverb and some delay, some simple reverb and delay stuff, which is really cool. So we have our reverb here. We have the size of the reverb, and then we have a modulation. So we have an A and a B switch. An A changes the reverb from a plate to a chamber. So A is a plate reverb, B is a chamber. The modulation wheel here, A, I believe, is a, what is it here? It is a doubler, and B is a chorus. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So you got a couple of choices here. Again, you don't have to know much about the inner workings of all these plugins on their own. You just kind of dial it up and roll. And then we have a simple delay underneath here as well, an echo, and we have where we can change the time. Again, the A switch is going to go from A is going to be a tape delay, and B is going to be a ping pong effect. Over to the right side of the plugin, we have our power button to turn it on and off, so we can A/B it, really nice. We have a wet dry knob here of how much of the effect you want. And then we have a distortion. We have a drive and a color. So we're adding some distortion by turning this up, and then we can change the tonality of that distortion with the color knob, and then we have an output slider. That's it. That's all we got. It's pretty simple. A lot going on in a simple interface. We have a bunch of presets that you can pick here if you want to pick a lot of presets. I originally started with the preset and just tweaked it. So this song here, let's just kind of play this little verse back here. This is a mix that's already been done. The vocal's already been done. And I was using a bunch of Slate Digital stuff for the mix, and I turned all of those off. So I turned off the EQ, I turned off the compressor, and I turned off the exciter, and I'm just using the Virtual Console collection. This song is by, let me bring them up here so we can give them a little plug, because they've been so kind to let us use this song for this demonstration. This is the band Elm Treason, acoustic rock, kind of groove rock, everything from ballads to rockabilly to rock and roll and everything in between. A duo here. They play all the instruments themselves. It's rock. It's kind of cool rock. You're really going to dig it. Elm Treason. The name of the track is Going Yesterday. Their links will be in the description box below. They have 4 or 5 records out if you want to check it out. Thank you so much, boys, for allowing me to use this as part of this demonstration. So without playing the whole track, without this in, I'm going to turn this off now, and I'm just going to hear all we're going to hear is the unprocessed vocal. No reverb, no delay, no nothing. Well, I'll play it back with all. Well, actually, I'll play it with the plug-in in, so you can kind of hear a little bit of Elm Treason, and then we'll break this down in solo. Here we go. Here is Going Yesterday, little snippet.
Stay, pray, go away, makes me no never mind. You could scream till you choke it, no matter how you stroke it, I will not comply. Jump down, spin around, whatever makes you high. If you want it, go get it, but not me, forget it, I will not comply. Hey, I'm going yesterday, the way we said we'd never cave or waste, if only words to say, yeah.
Okay, really cool. So that's Elm Treason, Going Yesterday. Go check out their link in the description box. So let's solo up this vocal here, and let's just take away this plugin for a second, and let's just listen to what the dry vocal sounds like.
Stay, pray, go away, makes me no never mind. You could scream till you choke it, no matter how you stroke it, I will not comply.
Okay, so now let's turn this on, and let's start one at a time here. We'll mute these 2 compressors here. We'll take the, we'll just kind of leave wherever it is at default for the presence. I'll turn this down a little bit. We'll turn down the body. We'll turn down the air. We'll put this in afterwards. We'll take the reverb and the delay. How do we take the reverb and the delay off? I think you just go like this. Turn this down, reverb and delay off. So we should be here.
Stay, pray, go away, makes me no never mind.
Okay, so let me turn this up a little. I'll turn up the output back up, and let's listen to just the de-esser.
You could scream till you choke it, no matter how you stroke it, I will not comply. Jump down, spin around.
So let's try this. Is 1S here in the first verse, I think.
Stay.
Right there, stay. Excellent. Let's see how that is without the de-esser.
Stay,
Now let's turn up some de-essing. Halfway.
stay, pray, go away. Makes me know never mind. You could scream till you choke it, no matter how you stroke it. I will not comply.
So you can see the little green light. It's kind of mild, but it works pretty well. And then it's going to darken up the vocal a little bit. Go over to the B section and see it's be a little bit higher frequency.
Stay, pray, go away. Makes me know never mind. You could scream till you choke it, no matter how you stroke it. I will not comply.
And then after the de-esser, you can add some of the presence and the air back in if you want to after you've done some de-essing, because this thing is going to go either right after the de-esser, before the compressors, or after the compressors, however you want to do it, depending on how bad your vocal is. This is not a very sibilant vocal, so we're okay there. So now from there, let's go over to our first main compressor here. So let's check this out. This is the 1176.
Jump down, spin around, whatever makes you high. If you want it, go get it, but not me, forget it. I will not comply.
I'll turn this up a little more here, just so you can hear it better. And then we'll mute it. We'll take it in and out.
Hey, I'm going yesterday. Never cave or waste, if only words to say.
So it completely mutes it when we do that? The whole plugin? Really? Why would it do that? Oh, because all the compressors are muted? Oh, so maybe you have to unmute them and turn them down all the way to 0.
Stay, pray.
That's what you need to do. Okay, so we unmuted everything. We're just going to go to 0, and then we'll bring in the 1176.
Go away, makes me know never mind. You could scream till you choke it, no matter how you stroke it. I will not comply. Jump down, spin around, whatever makes you high. If you want it, go get it, but not me, forget it.
So it does a nice job. You could lower the output here to level match it, and then it does do a nice job on those transients because he is pretty aggressive coming in at the beginning of every phrase. This tucks it in quite nicely. Sounds pretty good. Sounds like what an 1176 would kind of do. So now we can also, we'll mute this one, and then we'll bring up some of our retro, the Fairchild. Let's see what that sounds like without the 1176.
Stay, pray, go away, makes me know never mind.
So you can instantly see that the release time is much, much slower than on the FET style compressor. Much slower.
You could scream till you choke it, no matter how you stroke it. I will not comply. Jump down, spin around, whatever makes you high. If you want it, go get it, but not me, forget it. I will not comply.
So what's great about a Fairchild is it's very smooth and gooey. It doesn't, you can push a Fairchild typically very hard and it never sounds compressed. You don't get that pumping and breathing thing. It just grabs it, it holds onto it as a slow release, and it just sounds nice and smooth. Puts that vocal right up front. Really, really cool. So now if we mute that, let's go to our tube style, the 176 by Universal Audio, the predecessor to the 1176. And let's see what that sounds like on its own.
Stay, pray, go away, makes me know never mind.
So you can really scrunch up the tubes if you want to on this thing.
You could scream till you choke it, no matter how you will not comply. Jump
All right, we're going to need to turn these down if we want to hear them, right? We can't keep them all in mute mode.
down, spin around, whatever makes you high. If you want it, go get it, but not me, forget it. I will not comply.
So I probably wouldn't go that heavy on this particular vocal.
Hey, I'm going yesterday the way we said we'd never cave or waste, if only words to say, yeah.
Now the beauty is you could put this thing, you could put them all together, right? So if you want, you could kind of start with the first one, and this, I'm sure this is what Joe Chiccarelli does, or what a lot of engineers will do with separate plugins, is you can kind of hit them all just a little bit at a time to see what that does.
Stay, pray, go away, makes me no never mind. You could scream till you choke it, no matter how you stroke it. I will not comply.
You want to bring in the Fairchild?
Jump down, spin around, whatever makes you high. If you want it, go get it, but not me, forget it. I will not comply.
And then we could bring in the 176 for a little distortion color.
Hey, I'm going yesterday the way we said we'd never cave a waste. If only words to say, yeah.
So the 176, you can see the release time is even faster than the 1176, which is kind of interesting. I don't really have any experience with the 176 compressor, but now that you got the three kind of working together, right?
Stay, pray, go away, makes me no never mind. You could scream till you choke it, no matter how you
So we could turn up the output a little bit here, because on overall.
stroke it. I will not comply. Jump down, spin around, whatever makes you high. If you want it, go get it, but not me, forget it. I will not comply.
Okay, so let's now bring in a little bit of this EQ. Let's just see what happens. Maybe want to build a little bit of body in there.
Stay, pray, go away, makes me no never mind. You could scream till you choke it, no matter how you stroke it. I will not comply.
Some air.
Jump down, spin around, whatever makes you high. If you want it, go get it, but not me, forget it. I will not comply.
All right, so post is going to be after the compressor, pre is going to be before, kind of like it a little bit more before. Now let's put a little bit of reverb in. Let's start with our, what's A? A is what did they say it was? I think a plate. And then B was a chamber. Let's put a little bit of a plate on this reverb. Is that what it says in the manual? Yeah. A is a plate. Let's see.
Hey, I'm going yesterday the way we said we'd never cave
Kind of cool.
a waste. If only words to say, yeah.
So you can make it, use the size, make it more of a room or maybe a little bit longer.
Stay, pray, go away.
Now we can go to a chamber.
Makes me no never mind.
Nice.
You could scream till you choke it, no matter how you stroke it. I will not comply.
A lot brighter sounding, which in the mix might work. We'll see in a minute. But you can hear the difference there EQ-wise. The chamber is much brighter.
Jump down, spin around, whatever makes you high.
I think I kind of like that. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, now let's add a little bit of delay. We're going to go from a tape delay to a ping pong. Let's start with the tape.
If you want it, go get it, but not me, forget it. I will not comply.
Or it's a doubler, right? Is the echo a doubler? No, the echo is, oh no, the modulation is A will be a doubler, B will be a chorus. So let's hear that. Well, we don't have, let's hear the doubler on its own. I took down the echo here.
Stay, pray, go away. Makes me no never mind. You could scream till you choke it, no matter how you stroke it. I will not comply. Jump down, spin around, whatever makes you high.
Very, very subtle, but that works okay. If you want to thicken things up a little bit, now let's go back to the echo.
If you want it, go get it, but not me, forget it.
And this is going to be a tape delay.
I will not comply. Hey, I'm going yesterday the way
Kind of cool. We could even now maybe turn down some of this air.
we said we'd never cave a waste. If only words to say, yeah.
Okay, pretty cool. Let's go to the ping pong. Let's see what that ping pong echo does.
Stay, pray, go away. Makes me no never mind.
So gonna be a little bit brighter still because the tape delay is gonna be a little bit more warm and mushy, which is totally fine if that's what you want.
You could scream till you're choking, no matter how you stroke it. I will not comply.
So you can get a lot of, just in this little section right here, you can get a lot of different variations depending on what you need. Obviously, we would do this in the track, and we will, but just to demonstrate what the controls do. Now, last but not least, we have the drive section here. So this is going to add distortion, and then it's also going to add, you could change the tone of the distortion. Let's hear how gritty that gets, how quick.
Jump down, spin around, whatever makes you high.
Oh, wow. And then you're going to turn down the output for sure.
If you want it, go get it, but not me, forget it. I will not comply. Hey, I'm going yesterday the way we said we'd never cave a waste. If only words to say, yeah.
So this is cool, but it could be overcooked very, very quickly. But this also could be something where if you didn't put this plugin on the main vocal track, had like a doubled up track and then distorted the hell out of one of them and blended it in or something like that, you could do that. Or you could use the wet dry knob.
Stay, pray, go away, makes me no never mind. You could scream till you're choking, no matter how you stroke it. I will not comply.
Not bad. Let's put it in the track now. Let's see what it sounds like, and we'll just take it in and out and see how it fits.
Stay, pray, go away, makes me no never mind. You could scream till you're choking, no matter how you stroke it. I will not comply. Jump down, spin around, whatever makes you high. If you want it, go get it, but not me, forget it. I will not comply. Hey, I'm going yesterday the way we said we'd never cave a waste. If only words to say, yeah. Stay, pray, go away, makes me no never mind. You could scream till you're choking, no matter how you stroke it. I will not comply. Jump down, spin around, whatever makes you high. If you want it, go get it, but not me, forget it. I will not comply. Stay, pray, go away, makes me no never mind. You could scream till you're choking, no matter how you stroke it. I will not comply. Jump down, spin around, whatever makes you high. If you want it, go get it, but not me, forget it. I will not comply.
So, I mean, it does a really nice job. I mean, again, you can tweak this thing to your heart's content. But what I like about it, much like the CLA Epic, which I really love, and I'm hoping to spend a lot more time with this, I can see this being a really useful tool because everything's right here. I mean, normally I would put 2 or 3 compressors, possibly, depending on the track on the vocal. I would have EQ. I would have some kind of saturation. I would have, there's 5 or 6 plugins right inside this window. De-essers and everything else. I think it sounds really, really good. I'd have to play with it more, but I do like the different styles of compression. That makes a lot of sense. I understand that it's just a one knob thing, and I wish I had a little bit more control. Like, I don't see an extended panel everywhere. I wish there was an extended panel that folded out the bottom that let me maybe control the attack and release and the ratio on some of these compressors. I don't know. Sometimes I don't like the simplicity of it because I wish I had a little more control, but it does a pretty good job in and of itself. And they do sound completely different from each other, and that's good. You don't want 3 things that sound exactly the same. The reverb and delay sounds okay. I think, again, in most cases, it would be pretty useful. I do like the color and the drive part of it too, to really give it a nice little bit of attitude and character to the vocal. I think it's a good plugin. I really do. Like I said, I'm usually, these days I'm skeptical of plugins because there's so many plugin companies out there and they're all trying to do the same thing. And it seems like everything has been done. I've said this in my last plugin demo when we looked at the Farmstone room by IK Multimedia. IK Multimedia over the last year has impressed me where they're doing things that are a little different. They're not just, let's do another 1176 compressor on its own, or let's make another Pultec EQ. You know, everybody's done that a million times. How many of them do you need? I'm always on the lookout for these kinds of tools that are time saver, that sound good, that are simple, and are not just hype, and they actually work, and musically they sound good. And this is one of them. And much like the IK Multimedia Sunset Sound and the Farmstone and the Fame, studio emulations are great. And I think this one is good too. I would recommend that you check this out. This is a cool plugin, if you can, especially if you can get it on sale. This is something a little different. It's not something that everybody's doing, and that's why I like it. So thank you so much for taking a listen to the T-Rax Joe Chiccarelli Vocal Strip. Go check it out. Links will be in the description box for you to go take a look at it at IK Multimedia. I don't get any commission on that at all. But if you want to win one of these plugins, make sure you check out mixingmadeeasy.net and become a member today. It's the best mixing training information or content you will find anywhere on the internet. I highly promise you that. And we do mixing contests every month, and we give away cool plugins like this. And maybe you can win this plugin or something else by all the other major plugin manufacturers. So definitely check out mixingmadeeasy.net. Also go out to Home Recording Made Easy again. Get that free mixing course right on that homepage. It's $100. I'm giving it to you absolutely free. When you take that course, if you want to check out then one of my paid training courses because you dig Uncle Dave's style of teaching, and I thank you in advance for being so kind, I want to give you a 25% discount coupon code. Use the coupon code YouTube25 at checkout. That'll take 25% off any training course at homerecordingmadeeasy.com. Again, like, share, subscribe. It really does help. Let me know what you think about this plugin in the comments below. And until the next video, I've been Dave with homerecordingmadeeasy.com and mixingmadeeasy.net, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, everybody.